Ever had a Turkish coffee? Let's make one. Okay, today my wife is going to prepare the Turkish coffee
Yes.
the traditional way, which is quite common here basically in Turkey. So we wanted to show you that. If you have ever been here in Turkey, you have probably tried one already. So we wanted to show you how to do that. And it's quite common here also. Afterwards, also stay tuned because I'm going to show you also the easy and the lazy one, the lazy way how to do that, which is mostly done in the offices. So stay tuned until the end. And let's start.
Okay.
Right. So before we start, the pot in which the coffee is boiled and prepared is called cezve. So that's first of all. Okay. Now the formula for the Turkish coffee. It's quite simple actually. 1 glass of water for 1 glass of coffee. Simple, isn't it? But it is important that the water you use is not warm. It should be actually cool. So 1 glass of water. As we are going to have 2 glasses of coffee, we will have 2 glasses of water. Next is the coffee. For 1 glass of coffee, you want to use 2 very stacked up teaspoons of fine ground coffee. Just to be clear, there is no Turkish coffee beans. The coffee we use here in Turkey is an Arabic, good roasted, very fine grinded coffee. Just for you to know. So next is the sugar. If you want to have a medium sweet coffee, use 1 teaspoon or 1 cube of sugar per glass. This is called orta in Turkish. Less sugar is az and more is çok. And if you want to have it without sugar, you call it sade. Now for the cooking process. You want to heat the cezve up and stir it frequently. The reason for that is that you don't want to burn the coffee actually. Just when the coffee will start to boil, you will take it down from the heat. The reason for that is that you want to create foam actually. As the best part of the coffee is the foam. But the boiling process also causes the ground of the coffee to mix up, and you don't want to have the ground in your coffee. So you heat up the coffee, collect the foam and let it rest for a bit, and then redo the procedure again, until you have enough foam. Then you carefully fill up your glass, as you don't want to fill up your glass with all the ground coffee which is left in the cezve. The coffee is served with some Turkish sweets, the so-called lokum. And don't forget a glass of cold water, which is to clear the ground coffee if it's left in your throat or in your mouth. Actually, also the water glasses which we put the water into are small tea glasses, so don't be confused about these glasses, these are not special glasses. Okay, so this was the traditional way. Thank you to my wife, thank you very much. So now we are going to enjoy our coffee. After the coffee I'm going to show you also the easy and the lazy way. But before that, let me first enjoy my coffee. Yeah, that's a good Turkish coffee. Thank you, Sibel. Now coming back to the easy and lazy one. Okay, and now let's come to the quick and dirty way. Well, the lazy and the quick way, let's say. How we do it in the office. So, as promised, now, first of all, we have a Turkish coffee machine. That's the easy way. And it's quite convenient to use, I must say. It's quite easy. This is an older machine and it's from Arçelik, I think. Arçelik was one of the first companies who brought out these kind of machines. It's still in use. I use it since, I think, 5 years now, I think. Yeah, it's been now 5 years. And the recipe is the same, very similar actually. So what we have, a glass of water, 1 glass, just to fill it up. Opa. 1 glass of water. We have a bit sugar, and again some coffee for sure, and that's basically it. So what we do is we take out this pot here, the so-called cezve. Then what we do, we pour in 1 glass of water. So 1 glass of water for 1 glass of coffee. That's it, very simple. Then you'll put in 2 teaspoons of coffee for 1 glass. That's basically it. And if you want to have your coffee with sugar, so this should be for a medium one, just enough. Put it in, and that's it basically. They're very simple. So what you do is put it in here, and then I'll put in the plug, and then we have a button here, and I press that one, and that should be it. Is it? Yes. Okay. That's basically it. Okay. Just don't forget, as I said before, don't drink the ground coffee at the end of the glass. This is not for drinking. Many of my friends drank it and they said, what the hell is that? No, it's not to drink. But what people do here in Turkey is, after they have drank their coffee, they stir they put the glass upside down on the saucer, and then they wait until it's cooled down, and then they actually take off the glass. You will see some shapes on the saucer and in the glass, which is left out from the coffee grounds. And from these shapes, they read your fortune. This is how the famous Turkish fortune tellers tell your fortune here, actually. And also very interestingly, you have an application here in Turkey. I will put also the link into it. There you can take the picture of your glass after you have drink your coffee, and they will send you back your fortune, which is from the shapes of the glass of the ground coffee there. So that's also quite fun, just to keep in mind. It seems to be boiling already, so it should be ready quite right now, I think. A little bit more. Come on. It's quite quick actually. As I said, lazy and the quick one. I will try to put some links or where you can find this kind of machines. I think you can find it also in the UK and also in Germany, probably also in the US. Quite handy machines. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And right now it should be ticking. Yeah. And it's ready. So what you do is you take off the pot, the jezve. It's steaming. Put this a little bit aside. And then what you do is basically you pour in your coffee. Exactly 1 glass of Turkish coffee. These machines are quite good actually, I must say. Opa! Let's give it a sip. Not bad, but the coffee of my wife is much better. See you.